Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here, it really is.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. It is a true heavyweight clash.
It'll be interesting to see how these teams will go about things in the knowledge that there's nothing riding on it.
Yeah, maybe there is
Something different to the norm. That would be an interesting prospect. It could.
Mbappe!
He's found a decent chance! Oh, split-second reaction.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. That's put paid to the danger. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Just eases him off the ball.
Referee's given a throw.
That is good alertness. Can he get on the end of this? Cherki. Now here's the delivery. Impressive jump! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Ruben Dias. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, I really like this lad, Jules Koundé, a lot. He isn't the biggest, but he's known for having a big character that makes up for that. He's brilliant in boxes, and he can outmuscle opponents that are much bigger than him. You add a little bit of pace to that, and he's a formidable...
Oh, good climb! This looks promising. And he's following up! But he's left disappointed.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Zaire Emery. Now it's Tura. Great defending. Oh. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Now it's Bernardo Silva. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Cherki. Thuram. Thuram.
Unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
Threads one in. Oh, what a ball! He won't be happy with that one.
France have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Zaire Emery.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Araujo.
Rabiot, and he's managed to get free, and he shoots! Goal, France! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
France have fired themselves in front.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling there'll be one.
Mbappe! That's another chance! And that's a tidy finish. And they're threatening to fly away here.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop.
France are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Araujo.
Mbappe clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Played into space.
Good ball over the top.
Nuno Mendes.
Nicely weighted ball.
Oh, well played, well sorted out.
Chouameni. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there.
Well, that has not gone well.
Now it's Thuram. That's the end of the first 45. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
France clearly have plenty of cause to be happy, Peter, but they'll need to resist the temptation to just sit on the lead second half. The opposition will be doing their utmost to try and get back into this, so they have to be alert.
France firmly in control at the break, 2-0 the scoreline.
So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Chouameni promptly onto that.
And that is that. And it's Neves.
Bruno Fernandes. France needed that. They really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
And here's Bruno Fernandes. And a chance! And it's in! Barely into the second half, and already it is heating up. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Portugal cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Oh no, he's got that wrong.
Oh, now he can run. Great chance! Over to the right flank. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. He's looking wide. Played in. Oh, great leap! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
Mbappe being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
He's shifting through the gears here.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Upamecano cuts it out. Looking for the run. Oh, good ball. Oh, right place, right time. And the shot! And there's a goal! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there, Peter. Far too slow to switch on to the danger. That's the kind of thing that makes managers go crazy.
France go up by 2 and are looking good.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 10, le numéro 9, le numéro 24, le numéro 18, le numéro 14. À leur place, le numéro 12, le numéro 22, le numéro 20, le numéro 11,
Bullish
le
header!
numéro 13. Changement.
And needless to say, that deserved better.
Well, you have to say how clever the pass was. It caught the defence off guard because of the disguise on it, and it makes it all the more disappointing that he didn't top it off with a finish.
Nicely aimed pass. Oh, he's bustling through here. Aimed beyond the defence. France perhaps contemplating their next change here. Quick look, thought about cutting inside. Long ball upfield. Can he spark a counter here? Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Nuno Mendes. Mendes was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Oh, that's well spotted. He has found the way through. There's the shot! And that is doing no harm at all.
Yeah, that was a fantastic run, and it showed how brilliantly energetic he is.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Nice looking ball. Mateta. Now there's a Conte! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Mendes gets it clear. France have got it back and they'll have another go. Lovely feet. Bruno Fernandes did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Olise really needed to be much faster then, much more decisive.
Now it's Mateta. Great vision. Barcola. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Bernardo Silva. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Vitinha. He steps in, and that's the end of that.
You can never be short of runners in the space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And it's claimed by the keeper. 2 minutes to be added on. Tries to pass it through. That's that, the end. So smiles all round as they shamelessly indulge in the post-whistle euphoria. A win achieved through the right balance of industry and inspiration. A really satisfying... Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. My name's Peter Drury and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, I wouldn't just look at this being another friendly, Peter.
Is that your own experience?
Yeah, if the opposition played like they meant business, we were obliged to return the favour. I don't think there's much difference here.
So straight into the action.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that...
Oh no, what has happened here? Hernandez. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack.
Well spotted.
So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Cristiano Ronaldo. I don't think there's any doubt he's one of the best around, Peter. Probably one of the best ever. He's an incredible physical specimen and a phenomenal goal scorer. You can't question his commitment and determination either. He's always in peak condition and he'll adapt his game to whatever role is requested of him. I think he's going to have a huge impact on this team.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. And he's intervened well there. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
João Neves making good progress on the right-hand side. And here's Rafael Leao. Real chance here.
And the finish!
Oh, it's come off the upright. Mbappe going forward. Well, that's well spotted. Looking for options for movement. Mbappe has got himself a free kick. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Disappointing, very disappointing. He knew what he was doing, as deliberate and cynical as it comes.
Olise taking charge of the dead ball. It's loose now and they want to get it back. And it's hoisted clear. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Now it's Olise. Olise! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our...
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Portugal are looking to go forward now. Rafael Leao. Very nicely done. He is through here. Crosses it in.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
Bernardo Silva. Oh, he's been caught on it. Chance, surely! Goal! Portugal! The first significant strike. Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
The first breakthrough.
Well, this will present the manager.
It's Cristiano Ronaldo! He has hit that forcefully.
Well, I think he's surprised himself how he managed not to hit the target then. He seemed to believe it was going in.
Matheus Nunes. Dembele. Approaching the half-hour mark. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Nunes. And that's a throw-in. That's going right the way across. He's found a way through. Aims beyond the defence. Rafael Leao! And he hits the net. And they're threatening to fly away here. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Portugal are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And that's a good intervention. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Koundé, Olise.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Now he's got space here. Mendes spots it and intercepts. Spread neatly. Koundé.
Foram indicados 2 minutos
That
de
pass has
compensação.
been well intercepted. And here's Olise. Koundé. And it's Dembele. And we've reached half-time. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
Portugal are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far. So straight into the second half. Barcola. Bernardo Silva has created 1 goal already. And it's Bernardo Silva. And here's Rafael Leao. Rafael Leao! Koundé goes long. Hernandez. That's an imaginative pass. That's good vision. That's a decent clearance. Bernardo Silva.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
He has found the way through. Dembele. That's Rabiot. And the pass is intercepted. Matheus Nunes. Hernandez. Portugal with this handy-looking 2-0 lead. They are looking comfortable. Bernardo Silva. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
Portugal couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Saliba. Defending was strong and firm. Cristiano Ronaldo being hunted in packs.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
And he's there to belt it away. Good ball over the top. Tchouaméni makes the interception. And this is Bernardo Silva. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Está a proceder-se a uma substituição.
Rabiot. Semedo kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. That is good alertness. Saliba tries to pass it through. Well, that is one way to stop him. Barcola. He's in a great position here. And that pass isn't the best. Oh, that's superb. And he can clear it away. He won't be happy with that one. Quality ball. Now it's Rafael Leao. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Well, I think it's good he took the opportunity to run at that back line. I'm sure it won't deter him either.
Gets a good foot in there. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, super ball! Produces a cross. He's cut it out. And it's been hooked away. Has a look and plays it forward. Cherki. Koundé. Akliouche. Cherki. He's had it taken off him. Hernandez. Now Saliba. Looking for a runner. It's a pretty loose pass. Oh, can he get onto this? The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Portugal have time on their side now, as well as a two-goal lead. It is just about done. Nicely spread. Bernardo Silva. Rafael Leao is flagged offside. France can make their change now with a break in play.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Akliouche is wide and looking to get onto this.
That's good defensive concentration.
Matheus Nunes.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Oh, perfectly measured that. He's shifting through the gears here. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Portugal can reflect on a job really well done. Superior tactically, physically and mentally, all round the better side. It turned into a very, very smooth ride. Matheus Nunes claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. So welcome one. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. It is a true heavyweight clash.
It'll be interesting to see how these teams will go about things in the knowledge that there's nothing riding on it.
Yeah, maybe there is some scope for experimentation.
Yeah, I suppose something different to the norm. That would be an interesting prospect. It could get combustible.
We're up and running then. Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Ryerson. Now it's Berger. He has a look up. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Lamine Yamal. Well, this guy, Lamine Yamal, Peter, certainly is a very exciting talent. A natural right winger. We all know about his technique, but he's very impressive with his decision-making too. And when you consider that his job is all about supply, it's all about end product, he's become actually quite good at that. His ball retention is quite strong. And when you've got that in a wide player, you're onto something.
Yes, he's certainly the one who carries the hopes of his team. And he's gone looking for safety. Odegaard. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Llorente. Norway are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Ryerson has given away a free kick. It's a searching pass. Laporte gets across to intercept that. Now it's Ferran Torres. That has been cut short. Odegaard. Odegaard. Haaland! Goal! Norway! That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
Number 9.
Norway are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Oyarzabal. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Solot. Haaland.
And the shot!
Llorente can clear it away.
Oh, he's having a go!
And that caused a fair bit of alarm.
A good disguise on that, though. I don't think many people would have expected him to absolutely clatter it the way he did.
No, again, there's no way through. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And it's Ødegaard. Crossing. Not the most accurate pass.
He's having a hit! And he has kept it out somehow.
Berger clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
He's a sharp little ball here. Fabian Ruiz. Yamal ventures forward. Well, that looks a decent ball. Fabian Ruiz is in a really good position out wide. And reclaimed it in a trice. And he's running through. Well, what's he giving here? The referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick. He'll fancy himself from here.
Well, I think they could do with making this count, especially from here.
Tries a shot!
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Yamal. Great vision. Crosses it in. That's an excellent interception. Haaland looking understandably energised after his goal. Now, can they get him away? It's a promising position. Oh, that's fabulous.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Great defending, strong and determined.
Such good technique.
That is a brilliant interception. Pedri. Can he get on the end of this? Ødegaard threads one in. Oh, that pass isn't the best.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Llorente. He's looking wide. Good ball, good take.
Real chance! And that's a sharp finish. Spain are all square.
Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and that is indeed the final act. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time.
Please welcome our players, everyone.
So we reach the halfway point.
Well, I think keeping our neutral hats on, Peter, this is more than a decent game of football where we've seen plenty of creativity. Both sides really...
Nice interception, well timed. Well, he's hit it long, but astray. Cucurella, and he's worked it through. Wriggles his way through. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. A quick look, thought about cutting in. Terrific effort! What a wonderful goal!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
A lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Spain with the lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
And he's picked it up out wide. He has found the way through. Picks it, shoots! Goal! And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Unrelenting, uncompromising pressure on him. Looking to play him in.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Fabian Ruiz is there, and he can get that clear. And that is expertly dealt with.
The attendance
And
for this
now
match
a sudden
was
chance to counter.
577.
Ferran Torres aims beyond the defence. Ødegaard, and that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's a good ball out wide. Yamal providing an outlet on that flank. Llorente is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Now it's Solot. Llorente. And Kubasi. Yamal, who does have an assist to his name. Kubasi. Knocks it into space. Looking for options for movement. Tries to play it through. Oh no, this does not look good. Ødegaard crosses. Solid! Didn't quite get enough on that.
You really could have done with engaging those crosses much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
No, he's not getting past him there. Just about up to 75 minutes. Nico Williams. And they're back on the ball again. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Oh, that's a booking. Always looked it. It's just beyond his reach. Pedri. Now Nico Williams. Pedri. Merino. And he skips past his man. Played out towards the right wing. Elects to cross. That has been knocked clear. Well read, and the danger is averted. And he's only too happy to take that back. And he is deftly away. Can he get it through? Goes for a shot! Dani Olmo is flagged offside. Pedri. Dani Olmo absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Nico Williams was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Haaland. And it's Pedri.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And the number on the board is 3. Merino. Now it's Williams. So that's it. It is all over. A game that is a tale of one that... But they lost momentum, they lost intensity, they lost their lead, and ultimately they lost the game. So what do you take away from... Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, at least on the face of it, Peter, there's very little at stake in this.
But, Jim, but...
Well, it still gives ample opportunity for some fringe players to make their case. So I'm inclined towards something that's still high in intensity, in conviction, in tempo even. And that's not a bad thing.
We are just getting started. Llorente is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Now it's Oyarzabal. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Deftly away. Norway have reclaimed it. Some really good ball movement. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. And here's Ødegaard. Chance! Goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest, real cut and thrust.
Spain are already chasing the game, they didn't envisage that. And now they can clear their lines. Shot could be on. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Kubasi. It's a pretty loose pass. Oh, he's got a shot. Solid! It's in! And they're threatening to fly away here. And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Norway are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Great ball, and he's in here. Solot finds himself offside. Norway have hit a quick-fire double here and are firmly in the driving seat. 2-0 the score.
Tries one from range. Well, he's had a decent crack at it.
Well, that was the one I actually thought he was going to produce. It's a good effort keeping it down like that.
Now, can they get him away? Chance here to counter. Tries to pass it through. And shifted it to the flank. Now it's Haaland.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Rodri did just about enough to come out on top there.
Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Berger. Solot. Solot gets flagged offside. Fabian Ruiz in with the challenge. Solot.
Pedri does really well to win the ball there.
Fabian Ruiz.
This is good pressing, they're not short on bodies.
Rodri spots it and intercepts.
Not the most accurate pass. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that.
Fabian Ruiz charging forward, the ball at his feet. Ødegaard. Rodri does well to get it back.
Now it's Yamal.
Oh, that is a nice touch. Llorente.
Kubasi.
Oh, they could be caught out here. That'll be a throw-in.
Oh, that's fabulous. Looking for options for movement. No way through, so back it comes.
Ødegaard! And for a moment, time stood still.
And this is why almost every team presses from the front these days, Peter. If you get it right, it creates more chances.
Yamal is onto this.
And a chance!
Nearly, but not quite.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Now it's Haaland. That has been slung wide. Pedri. Mikel Oyarzabal played out to the left flank. Berger. He's going for goal!
Been indicated.
Oh, he has leathered that.
I think it was one of those, Peter, where he's caught it too well. He's not even looking at the keeper, so he knew where everything was.
There's a searching pass.
Oh, that pass isn't the best. Unai Simon punts it upfield. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. So your views on the first half?
Norway clearly have plenty of cause to be happy, Peter, but they need to resist the temptation to just sit on the lead second half. The opposition will be doing their utmost to try and get back into this, so they have to be alert.
Norway sitting pretty here. 2 goals putting them into the driving seat. And they're already back up and running after half-time.
Yeah, he's fouled him there.
The pass has gone astray. Berger. Searching pass he's played there.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Pedri. Now it's Oyarthabal. Oh, good spread. Back where it came from. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Nicely spread. Now it's Sorloth.
He'll try from distance!
Oh, he gave that an almighty thump.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but you can praise the drive and the application. It was beautifully hit.
Norway, with this handy-looking 2-0 lead, they are looking comfortable. That is good alertness. Yamal, pass somewhat off target. Ødegaard stood up well to him there. Looking to play him in. Now Ryerson. And it's Ødegaard. And it's Berger. And here's Sorloth. Spread it left. Knocks it into space. And the through ball. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. The ball has bounced loose now. Has a look and plays it forward. Pau Kubasi promptly onto that, and that is that. And they can counter here. Can he get it through? Ødegaard gets a foot in here. Haaland. He's a sharp little ball here. Can he latch onto this? Sorloth. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Substitution in progress.
That has not gone well. No, that's been intercepted. Fabian Ruiz. And he's quick to snatch it back. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Cucurella. And it's Rodri. Great ball if he can get there. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Now it's Berger.
There's the header! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are disappearing out of sight!
It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Substitutions taking place. Substitution for Norway. Number 8. Berg.
Norway
Number
can
19.
now introduce the first of their
Number 10.
substitutes.
Erdegaard.
Norway find a position of real... There's the shot!
Number
It's bounced
9.
back off the post.
Erling Haaland. Coming on the field. Number 14. Alsnes. Number 18. Number
Now it's Bob.
22. Number
That looks a
11.
decent ball.
Number
Tries to play it
21.
through. Bob gets into a good position. Nico Williams. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. That could spell trouble. Can he get on the end of this? That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Pedri. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. Gets a good foot in there. Aimed beyond the defence. Spain needed that. They really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
There will be 3 minutes added
Real
time.
chance! He was certain to score. It is an inexplicable miss.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Dealt with nicely by the defence. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nicely aimed pass. And that will be the final act. Norway looking by any yardstick formidable. Truly enjoyable to watch and clearly so together. That was a terrific day for them. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. It is a monster matchup, Jim Beglin.
It'll be interesting to see how these teams will go about things in the knowledge that there's...
Odegaard! They've scored!
Can you think of a better way to have started this game? Talk about how to stamp your authority on things. You've just seen it.
And it's Berger. Ferran Torres. That'll be a throw-in. Rodri. Cucurella. Out again for a throw-in. Well, it's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, no joy this time. Pedri. Tries to play it through. Could be danger here. Has crossed into the middle. Llorente tries to clear.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And he has kept it out somehow.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
That's a throw. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Now the ball's gone astray. Oh, just the keeper now. Plenty takes a shot.
And that's a tiny finish.
2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it.
And he shoots! It's a goal!
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Oh, we have a very different game.
Oh, he's on his own!
He's having a shot! And that's a sharp finish. They are right back in business.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop. Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
Well, what a game we have on our hands here.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? There's such a...
Shoots! Denied by an instinctive save.
Haaland clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Now it's Yamal. Nicely weighted ball. Llorente receives it in a wide position. Ryerson clears and claimed it back swiftly. Can he get it through? And the keeper's got it again. Long ball by the goalkeeper. Fabian Ruiz does well to get it back. Well, he's hit it long, but astray.
He'll try from distance! Goal, Norway! And again they hit the front.
Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Oh, perfectly measured that. Ødegaard is the guilty party there. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Looking for the run. And he welcomes it in. And he's found a way past.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Now it's Yamal. And it's Ruiz. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Now it's Berger. Surlot. He's in a great position here. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And here's Surlot. And he was quick to react. Haaland. Tries one from range. Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Corner number 2 then.
2 minutes added time.
Mikel Oyarzabal looking to add to his goal. Rodri. Well, that has not gone well. Clipped into space. Berger. And that interception was... Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, it's been played at such a frenetic pace. I'm amazed it's only been 45 minutes. I'm wondering whether these players are going to be able to maintain that energy.
Norway up by the odd goal in a 5-goal thriller. The score at the interval, 3-2. Back on the way then. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Haaland has created 1 goal already. Now it's Berger. He has found the way through. Rodri. And it's Llorente. More and more pressure on the ball here. Threads one in. Pedri. Shifted it to the flank. And it's Berger. Well, that pass isn't the best. Fabian Ruiz. No, that's been intercepted. Not the most accurate pass. Knocks it into space. Ødegaard shapes to shoot! And yes, it's there! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
And yes, it's him again. Norway now in a position far more desirable.
That has the feeling of a...
Oh, good climb! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
The attendance for this match was 50,913.
Ødegaard. Now it's Yamal. Well, it's ended up in no man's land. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Haaland. Shot a goal! Just cruising! They are cruising! It's all becoming so easy. And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Substitution.
Spain have opted to make another change here.
Substitution in
Well, it's an
progress.
interesting move, this, Peter. It just gives opposition defences a very different challenge.
So now the difference is 3.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now. Yeah, the hat-trick is definitely on his mind, Peter. He wants to get it over with as quickly as he can. Just about everything he's done, for me, he's done it with real conviction.
He certainly has. Really satisfying performance from him. A smiling satisfaction emanating from him. He is embracing this game.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Llorente. Rodri. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Berger. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. 75 minutes played. Tries to pass it through. And it's Ødegaard. Ødegaard unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Sorloth really needed